Hey, Norfolk, we care about your health, and you should too. When it comes to poor health, we all know the usual suspects. Poor diet, cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, and stress. But did you know there's an even bigger killer out there than all those combined?
That's right. A lack of physical activity is one of the largest causes of illness and death across the nation. Enjoying a spot of physical activity can have untold benefits on your health, strengthening your heart and reducing the risk of heart disease by a third.
It can decrease the risk of a stroke by 31%.
Reduce colon cancer by up to 30% and breast cancer by up to 40%.
It can also aid in reducing Alzheimer's disease by up to 30%.
And inactivity is found to be the cause of more than a quarter of recorded cases of type 2 diabetes.
We know. We've all been told to exercise more. But do you know how much more? In fact, all you need to do is set aside 150 minutes a week of moderate intensity physical activity.
What does moderate intensity mean?
Moderate intensity means activity that causes adults to get warmer, breathe harder, and their hearts to beat faster. But they should still be able to hold a conversation.
150 minutes still sounds a lot.
But it really isn't. Let's break it down. Let's say you spend 9 hours a day at work, 5 days a week. That's 45 hours a week.
Then 8 hours sleeping, so that's 101 hours a week, which leaves us 67 hours a week free?
Yep. So can you find 150 minutes, that's 2.5 hours, in all that time to dedicate to a bit of physical activity?
Sure can, but what about my children?
So young people aged 5 to 18 should be doing at least 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous activity per day to strengthen muscle and bone, and more importantly, limit the time spent sitting down.
And what about older people?
Well, adults over 65 should still be looking to achieve 150 minutes of physical activity per week, but with a focus on activities that improves muscle strength, coordination, and balance. It's important to remember, it's better than doing nothing. Partaking in some physical activity doesn't mean you need to start hitting the gym or starting your day with a marathon. In fact, it can be achieved by making a few small lifestyle changes.
You mean like walking or cycling instead of driving?
Yep, or by getting off the bus a few stops earlier.
And taking the stairs instead of the lift?
These are all great examples, but why not try and find something fun to do, either by yourself or as an opportunity to spend time with friends and family?
It's also really important to remember that this has nothing to do with your weight either, right? Adults of all shapes and sizes should do at least 150 minutes of activity a week to retain a healthy heart, good health, a reduction of stress, and a sound mind. So, are we meeting these targets in the UK?
No. In fact, only 56% of the UK population are meeting this 150-minute recommended level.
What are we doing with ourselves?
Well, the average person in the UK spends 17 years of their life on the sofa, 7 years of which is spent watching TV. Oi, hop to it!
Are we doing any better in Norfolk?
Not really. 27% of people are doing less than 30 minutes of physical activity on a weekly basis.
And physical inactivity is costing the NHS £15 million in Norfolk alone, and nearly £1 billion nationally.
We can improve these figures with just 150 minutes a week of physical activity. And here in Norfolk, we are blessed with opportunities.
We have the coast and coastal paths to walk along,
The Broads to enjoy water sports,
forests to cycle in, and over 1,200 miles of footpaths and trails.
We also have some of the best sporting facilities in the country, including pay and play access to swimming pools, courts, climbing walls, ski slopes, lakes, and so much more.
And don't forget, we have Active Norfolk, the County Sports Partnership.
Active Norfolk can help you find sports or activities that you'll enjoy and help you make the most out of your 150 minutes.